Please give us a brief introduction.
So I have completed my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Baroda, British Columbia. Then I have opted for science, and I completed my science from Rajdhani Junior College. Then I chose law, and I have graduated from University of Manipur, Utkal University.
Okay. So just tell me your name and if you remember your roll number for this exam.
Okay. I am Arup Rath. My roll number is 300100303.
Okay.
One zero
And
zero
tell
three
me
zero
something
three.
about your hobbies. Okay.
I like to
Tell me
read
something
books.
about your hobby.
Sir, I like to read
Okay.
books, play cricket and football.
Okay. Fine. So why are you interested in joining this assistant director law?
So since I have completed my law, I have always an inclination to join public service, and this service will give me an opportunity to utilize my specialization of knowledge in a proper manner. I can directly or indirectly participate in the uh, formulation and implementation of various policies and governmental decisions.
Okay. So what are the duties and responsibilities of assistant director law?
So there are multiple duties and responsibilities of an assistant director of law. Some of them are providing legal advice to various government departments and drafting various legal documents, contracts, and governmental instruments, and ensuring the government is complying with various legal obligations, and at the same time doing legal research and providing litigation assistance to the various prosecution agencies of the government, including the Directorate of Prosecution, and sensitizing and uh, sensitizing the government, other government departments about various legal developments around the world and in India. At the same time, monitor other various legal developments so that the government's position is well grounded.
So let us then go to some of your papers which you studied for your written exam. Can you tell me what are the different type of pensions that you have studied?
So according to the Odisha State Civil Service Pension Rules 1992, Rule 37, there are four types of pension. One is compensation pension, another is invalid pension, and third one is the superannuation pension, and the fourth one is retiring pension.
Okay. So tell me something about one line about each of these.
In compensation pension, if a government servant's post gets abolished due to some reason, then he will get a compensation pension from the government. In invalid pension, if owing to any disabilities, both mental and physical, the government servant is unable to perform his duties, then he may get invalid pension. In superannuation pension, when a government servant uh, get his compulsory retirement age, then he gets a superannuation pension. And in retiring pension, if after completing 50 years of age or uh, 30 years of government service, the government servant wants to retire, then he has to give a notice of 3 months period to the government, and uh, he will get a retiring pension.
Okay. Similarly, what do you mean by gratuity and what are the types of gratuity?
Gratuity is a kind of grant given to a government servant for the services he has performed during his career, according to according to Rule 2K of the pension rules. Gratuity includes retiring gratuity, death gratuity, service gratuity, and residual gratuity.
Okay. So, what do you mean by Liam?
Sorry, sir.
Liam, L-I-E-M.
So, lien is a title of a government servant to hold substantively government post.
Mm-hmm.
Title of a
Okay.
government servant to hold substantively a government post.
Sure. So, you told about the different types of pension, right? So,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me what is the difference between superannuation pension and retiring pension?
In superannuation pension, the person only get it when he attains the compulsory age of retirement, that is 60 years. But in retiring pension, when the government servant attains 50 years of age, or he has completed 30 years of service, then he will get retiring pension if he provides a 3 months notice to the government for that.
Okay. So, in case, let's say, government servant, okay, uh, serving government servant, he has passed away, and he's survived by his wife and his mother. So, who will get the family pension in this case?
So it will be divided equally among between both of them, unless
Yes, are you sure about
he
it?
has given unless he has given any name in his nomination form, then that person will get.
Suppose he has not, given the nominee.
Then uh, any person will get in his favor succession certificate can be given by the government.
What do you mean by provisional pension?
Sir, I do not know.
Provision. What is the
Sorry, sir.
concept of residuary gratuity? Residuary gratuity.
Sorry, sir. I'm unable
Okay.
to recall it.
Okay. So new the people who have joined after, let's say, 2005, they are under this contributory provident fund. Can you tell me what is the difference between the defined, pension scheme and the contributory provident fund? And in contributory provident fund, we have this tier 1 and tier 2 accounts. Okay, can you tell me something about that? What are tier 1 accounts? What are tier 2 accounts?
In a contributory provident fund rule, the government servant has to contribute 10% of his salary and the other allowance in a monthly basis, which shall be deposited in a Tier 1 account, which is a non-withdrawable nature. So government servant cannot withdraw it, and government also provide a matching contribution to that. And after attaining the retirement age, the government servant will get 60% of it in a lump sum form, and 40% of it he will have to buy annuity from any insurance company which is regulated by insurance uh, development and regulatory authority.
Okay.
And in the Tier 2 account is a withdrawable account. If a government servant voluntarily wants to uh, deposit any amount in that account, then he can do so. Particularly, it is withdrawable in nature.
So the services, government services uh, in Odisha state, okay, the government services, they are classified into how many groups?
So according to the state civil service classification control and appeal rules 1962, the government services are divided into four groups. They are Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group D.
Okay. Difference सर्विस रो जो क्लासिफिकेशन होची सेटा होची ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप सी पोस्ट रो जो क्लासिफिकेशन होची सेटा आपण जोडा कहले ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप सी ग्रुप डी ठीक है सर सो क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सर्विस थ्री क्लासेस ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप सी क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पोस्ट ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप सी ग्रुप डी ओके
Yes.
सेटा डी के फाइंड आउट
Yes.
ओके so suppose a person is suspended, a government servant is suspended during an inquiry, okay, on him, and let's say the period of suspension is 1 year, right? So during that 1 year, what is the salary that he will receive?
He will not receive the ordinary salary, but he will receive a subsistence grant from the government.
So
He won't receive an ordinary salary.
He will not receive
Sorry,
the ordinary salary. What salary then he will receive?
He will
What is the
receive a
nature?
subsistence grant.
He will
This kind
receive
of a grant that is called subsistence grant.
subsistence pay he will receive.
Yes.
So what are the types of penalties that can be imposed on a government servant?
According to section 13, rule 13 of the civil service classification control and appeal, government servant can get penalties like withholding of salary or censure, fine, suspension, dismissal from service, removal from service, uh, reduction to a lower post or grade.
So, now let us go to some situational questions. Suppose you are selected as assistant director now, and government has asked you to give your opinion on some legal matter related to your department. Okay. So your senior is forcing you to make changes to your reports. Your report you have made according to the law. Okay. So you have made it properly. But due to some motives, he is asking to include or exclude something from it. How will you handle this situation?
Sir, I will stand by the law and what is lawful and submit the authentic report to the government without any fear and favor.
Okay. So, what is your view? What is your view on uniform civil code? Should it be implemented in India?
I think Uniform Civil Code is a necessity for India, as it has been mentioned in the Constitution under Article 44. I think it's high time that India adopt a uniform civil code so that country can be unified and uh, it will protect the integrity of the country.
Okay. According to you, what are the main reasons for huge pendency of cases in our courts? And can you suggest some methods to reduce it?
I think the main issue is lack of appointment, and second is uh, giving away too much adjournments in hearing. A lack of appointments can be fixed if government takes stock of it and provide good judges and the adjournments can be fixed if the judges ensure a little bit of more diligence and it can also be fixed by amending some of the provisions of the CRPC and CPC. And adopting the virtual mode of hearing is also a very good uh, way to tackle the pendency and uh, provide legal access to the poorest of poor.
That will be the end of the interview. Now coming to the feedback. ठीक है जी, अपना most of the answers you are able to answer. Style of speaking, flow of speech, tone, ये सब ठीक है जी. Technically, good the answer अपना कॉल कर लेंगे, but you are quite forthcoming कि अपना कॉल लेके random कॉल करेंगे. So that is very good. जो जिसमें जाना नहीं, so that will be guessing, keep laughing करेंगे, straight कॉल है मुझे. Okay. So if I have to give you marks out of 50 for today's interview, you will get around 32 out of 50. Okay. So ଏବେ ଖାଲି content को बढ़ेबार अछि प्लस आपण के मिरर इंटरव्यू प्रैक्टिस करिवे जो आई मूवमेंट कथा हम कहली प्रथमରୁ ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ प्रैक्टिस करिवे जो तीन जण कि चार जण आपण बोर्ड रे केतेटा लोक थिबे वुमेन जो माने थिबे ताको फर्स्ट और तपरे ओके जो माने मेन माने अछि ताको तापरे आपण ग्रीटिंग्स करिवे ठीक है other
सर
things are
हमें
also
कॉन्सेप्ट अब सर कॉन्सेप्ट खाली देखो ना आगे भीतर को जाके कॉन्सेप्ट खाली
ना
मेन
मत
कॉन्सेप्ट
लाखों में रूल्स का पचारिबे कॉन्सेप्ट जानिबा निहाती दरकार तापर आपण जदी एते शार्प मेमोरी अछि कि आपण मन रख पर देबे एते ओडे ताले मन रख किछि असुविधा नहीं ओके बट धरंतु मु आपण को ओटे इनवैलिड पेंशन ऊपर पचारि यू टेल मी व्हाट इज इनवैलिड पेंशन सेटा आपण मते कहले सपोज यू डू नॉट रिमेंबर एटा को रूल अंडर रे आसु ठीक है दैट्स फाइन किछि असुविधा if you remember the clauses and all those things, they are both bad. No, it is not required. But खाली concept टा कहबार अछि. ठीक अछि तो मते से तार माने एटा को पर्टिकुलर रूल रे थिला सेटा न कहले भी चले. ओके बट जे मन रखि परछि तापे ऑब्वियसली सेटा पॉजिटिव पॉइंट बट सेटा इज मैंडेटरी नो बट concept is mandatory. आपण जदी पर्टिकुलर रूल टाकू कोड भी कर देबे कहि देले भी बट आपण बुझे परनंत ओके ताले नेगेटिव इंप्रेशन होबे ओके सो जो जो जिंसरा कहली सेटा टिके ट्राई करिवे ओके
ओके
ओके थैंक यू
थैंक यू